What's up, everybody? So we're back at the Ford dealership. Now today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a Ford F150 XLT, and we're going to grab a key to that truck, hop in it, and we're going to go drive down to the Chevrolet dealership and take a look at the two vehicles side by side. I think that'd be an exciting review for y'all to be able to see an F-150 and a Silverado right next to each other. We'll take a look and see what the price difference is and some of the features and the way they look. Because again, some people are diehard Chevrolet truck drivers, some are diehard Ford drivers. I want to know, really at the end of the day on this video here, what is it about you that makes you drive General Motors Chevrolet trucks versus Ford trucks? I mean, that is really the question at the end of the day. I'm not a truck guy myself. I don't own a truck, never have actually had a truck. But again, I'm just trying to figure out the logic here on what makes somebody buy a Chevy versus a Ford, vice versa. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright everybody, so we're inside the F-150 XLT. This is a crew cab truck, and let me give you a little bit of reasoning on why I picked this particular truck right here. Not fully loaded, it has cloth interior, there's no sunroof up top. You know, a little bit more basic, but still got some nice features on it. The reason I picked the XLT, and this one I think has, yeah, it's got four-wheel drive on it, is because from reading y'all's comments online on some of my Ford videos, it seems like the XLT is the most popular picked truck in the Ford truck segment. So, seems like this is a truck most people buy. You get the most bang for the buck with a Ford truck. Did y'all just hear that? You get the most bang for the buck with a Ford truck. That's catchy. I just came up with that. I like it. Man, I don't know if I can do a little rhyme like that with a Chevrolet. You get the most bang for your buck with a Ford truck. Yeah. Sounds like a radio ad or a TV commercial. Anyways, let's head on down to the Chevy store. We're going to do the best we can to find a truck that's very similar to this one. I'm assuming it's probably going to be a Silverado LT package, four-wheel drive. But I'm going to try to find one that doesn't have leather interior, something that's, you know, as similar to this as possible. And then we're going to kind of look at both trucks and see which one y'all like best. And again, figure out why is it you buy Ford over Chevy or Chevy over Ford. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All right, everybody, we got lucky today. We found a Silverado that's pretty close to the F-150 we got. It's this one right here. This truck here has got the LT package on it, four-wheel drive, and it's got cloth interior. So that'll be, this will be just perfect to do a review with the F-150. So let's go ahead and hop in. It looks like it's got remote start and all, pretty nice. And let's hop in this truck and take it back there by the Ford. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I hope you're ready, right? We are here. That's right. Ford, Chevy, Silverado, F-150. Let's get the camera off the tripod and let's take a look at these trucks. Oh yeah. All right, everybody, so you know a little bit of information already because, yeah, we drove the Ford up here. We went and got the Chevy, so you know a little bit. But let's go ahead and reiterate so you know exactly. First off, the F-150 XLT. 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost twin turbo right there, crew cab truck. Then we have the Z71 edition Chevy Silverado 5.3 liter V8 crew cab. Both are kind of similar in a sense. Cloth interior on both of them, pretty similar in size, both four-wheel drive, all that stuff. Now, like I'm going to tell you, the reason why I'm picking these trucks that aren't the fully loaded versions is because a lot more people buy these two particular trucks because they're a little bit less on the money, right? That's the main thing. And not everybody wants leather in their truck, right? Some people do use their trucks as trucks and get a little dirty, right? I mean, it's a truck. So anyways, both great looking trucks though. I mean, I love the Chevy Silverado. I love the Ford F150. I'm not really biased between the two of them, right? Definitely got a lot of changes coming very soon with the Chevy Silverado. The 2019 Silverado will not look anything like this right here. And I'm not really too sure if there's going to be a whole lot of changes on the F150. But Ford, they're not going to let Chevy come out with a totally new redesigned truck without reamping some stuff on that one as well. All right, let's get the camera off me and let's go ahead and start looking at these two trucks and seeing what they're all about. All right, so there they are, both of them sitting right next to each other. Now, in today's video, so you know right up front here, we're not going to get crazy in-depth and talk too much about towing capabilities and all the crazy power and all that kind of stuff on this video. We are going to do that on a different video at a different location with these trucks at a later point going into next month. But today's video is really going to be more about some of the appearance things with these vehicles, some of the tech features that they have, and things like that. And of course, kind of the look and what all these trucks offer in a sense of technology. So again, let's go ahead and start off on the F-150 here. As you can see on this truck, headlights look great. There is a difference between the front ends on both of these vehicles though. The Chevy is going to have your daytime LED running lights up there. The Ford XLT on this particular one does not have any LED lighting on the front. You do get the fog lights at the bottom. On the Chevy, I believe they're LED fog lights on the bottom on that one, and these are halogens. So you got LED lighting going on the Chevy, not so much on the Ford. You can get LED lighting on a Ford, but you're going to have to bump up to, let's say, maybe like a Lariat package, something like that, to get all the LED front end and all that. So anyways, all right, let's keep looking, right? Wheels, the wheels, right? Yeah. Well, you know, again, there's lots of different variations of rims you can get on your Ford truck. There was one out there today I could have picked that just had the silver painted ones, but I said these look good. Kind of a polished aluminum, or actually chrome, and they look nice. Good looking tires. Let's see what size they are. They're 18-inch on the F150 XLT. Now our Silverado, this particular one is a LT package, and this just has the regular painted wheels, but still 18-inch in size, and has Goodyear tires right there. So hand-cooked tires, Goodyear tires. Chevy, Ford. Both crew cabs, both kind of look similar in door size, but I don't know though. The Chevy does look like it's got a little bit longer door on it in the back than the Ford. But, you know, I'm not exactly sure on that, right? Another thing we'll definitely talk about today is price, because price is always a big factor. So this particular Silverado already has the tow package back here. Now, if you're wondering how you get into the back of the Silverado, if you need to climb up there, they've kind of done this little number here where you put your foot there and lift yourself up and get back there. Let's go take a look and see what we got going on with the Ford. But before we do, you also notice you got a backup camera here. Spare tires up underneath. Got the Z71 logo there for off-road. So all your four-wheel drive Chevy Silverados will have the Z71 package. That's how you know it's four-wheel drive. On a Ford, not all of them have the logo that says 4x4. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them have FX4 on there, depending on the packages. But I have seen a Silverado that just says 4x4 back there, but not on this particular one. Side body looks good. You got a running rail down here. Again, sometimes those are extras. The Silverado doesn't. How do you get in the back of a Ford, right? Well, on some of the Ford trucks, there's a thing right here that you can pull up, and there's a step that comes out to get in the back. This one doesn't have that. So on your XLT F150, there's nothing. I mean, sometimes there's these things right here where you can do that and it drops down. Really, this is old school here. You just got to kind of put your foot right on the back and climb up. It does have backup camera, and it does have the tow package already installed on the back of this one. So you got that going on. Something I like on the F-150 versus the Silverado over there is you got this LED light right here that will cut on when the vehicle's in reverse, and so you can see a little bit better at nighttime with that LED light. The Silverado doesn't have that over there at all. You got the chrome handles on the XLT, painted handles on the Silverado. All right, let's keep on looking around. Let's have a little look-see at price for a minute, right? So, all right, retail on a F-150. Well, actually, I done screwed the whole video up, folks. This is actually a 4x2. Man, oh man, I thought we had a 4x4. I do apologize right now, folks. I do apologize. But anyways, we're going to continue on. It is a 4x2, but that's okay. Let's have a look here. All right, so price, that's the main difference, right? $46,745. If this truck, just so you know, if this truck was a four-wheel drive, 4x4 truck, it'd probably be more around $48,000, okay? It's around a $1,500 to $2,000 difference on the four-wheel drive, okay? So just let's keep that in the back of our head. But anyways, so $46,745. Ravenel Ford's got their orange sticker on here. After incentives and discounts and 98 over invoice and all that, as you can see here, it brings the easy price down to $40,151. $750 more you can save on a discount if you finance a Ford Motor Credit. But again, down to $40,151 on a 4x2. Man, I wish it was four-wheel drive. I'm not sure why that happened, but anyways, it's all good. We will be just fine. This truck over here, they do something similar. Again, Marchant Chevy and Ravenel Ford are owned by the same ownership. That's why you see these stickers. Both stores do the exact same thing. Not as many incentives and rebates available on the 2018 Silverado like the 2018 Ford. I wonder why that is, right? You got all those rebates and incentives on the Ford, but not on the Chevy. Does the Chevy hold its resale value up better than the Ford? I don't know. That's why I want y'all to go into the comments section and let me know what you think. $48,990 is MSRP. $46,634 is 98 over invoice. So technically, as you can see, when it comes to retail pricing, $48,990 is retail on a four-wheel drive Silverado. Like I said earlier, that truck would probably be pretty similar in price if it was four-wheel drive in the $48,000 range. So that kind of proves that a little bit. But you did notice a lot more incentives, a lot more rebates available on the Ford truck compared to the Chevy. So, anyways, what kind of fuel economy, right? Obviously, that'll be a little different too. But 22 on the highway, 16 city, average combined of 18 mile per gallon on a four-wheel drive. 18 average. Let's see what this one does on a 4x2. 25, 18, 21. So 21 average on a two-wheel drive truck. So again, if this was four-wheel drive, it'd probably be really close to the same fuel economy rating between these two trucks. Ford definitely does seem to say right here, for the many years I've been with Ford now, since 2011, they always got this right on here saying 40 years Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck. They're pretty proud of that right there. So is the Ford truck really America's top-selling truck? Or is it just Ford's top-selling truck? Right? The F-Series. Probably so. Yeah, it makes sense. There's definitely a lot more Ford F-150s on the road than F-250s and F-350s. All right, let's take a quick look at the interiors. All right, here's the Ford F-150. We got the door panel open up. Let's take a look, see what we got going on. Obviously, cubby hole space, bottle holder, more cubby hole space, power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, all that good stuff. Got it going on. Both trucks will have cloth interior today. Ford does give you power seat option, even with cloth, which is nice. A lot of nice standard features on a Ford truck. And oddly enough, how this is actually the first time since I've been even reviewing trucks out here since 2011 that I've done a comparison between a Ford and a Chevy. How about that, right? You would think that we've done that before, but we actually haven't. So, on the inside, let's go ahead and close the door, see how quiet it is in the cabin. Pretty quiet, not bad. I like the power seat. I like the handle here, makes it easy to get in and out if you need to grab that. You got one on that side. Leather's wrapped up onto the steering wheel. Got all these buttons here to control that center screen for the sync system in the Ford. Volume, Bluetooth, voice command, cruise control, all that on the steering wheel right there. So the Chevy will have some buttons on it as well too. Let's keep looking though a little bit. Lighting controls obviously right over here. You got fog lights, electronic park brake is right down there. And another nice feature that's pretty cool that a lot of people like is this button here. This actually moves the pedals down there back or forward or whatnot. So if you're shorter, you can move the pedals up. If you're taller, move them back and all that. So that's a nice feature. I don't think the Chevy's going to have that electronic pedal button there on the Chevy, but we'll go see in just a minute. You got a little storage compartment up there, a center mount speaker. You got sunglass holders up top up here, LED interior lighting right there for you. In your vanity mirrors on the XLT, there is no light in the vanity mirror, okay? So that's something to pay attention to. Your lighting for the mirrors will be right up here, basically. That's all you get. Passenger side, again, no lights at all. Not a big fan of that. I think there should be lights in the vanity mirror, especially on an XLT. Also, I'll let you know too, though, the screen inside of here is going to be a lot smaller on the Ford than it is on the Chevy. Chevy pretty much equips most of their trucks with a really big screen in the dash. The Ford XLT on this particular one just has that little small one there, which is fine, okay? It's not a big deal, but personally, I would like to have a bigger screen. It looks nicer and it's more legible and easy to see. Let's keep on looking though, right? What do we got going on down here? Climate controls. You don't have any heated seats on this truck right here today. You do have an auxiliary port right there. And I do not see an auxiliary. So you got a USB port, but no auxiliary port. Which, really being in 2018 right now, you don't really need an auxiliary port. It's not being used a whole lot. Most people are using the USB. You can charge a device there and plug in and play. You got a 12 volt here. Right now, a lot of the trucks, sometimes maybe on the higher end models, are going to have a 150 watt or 400 watt 150 outlet in here that's kind of like in your house where you can plug something in. Don't have it in the front of the F-150. Center armrest, nice and big. I mean, that's really good. And I like that it's wrapped in leather. Plenty of space to put things and big cup holders for a 32 ounce. So that's nice. Down here, that's nice and deep. I mean, look how deep that is. You can get a lot of stuff in there. You know, if you like to carry and conceal, you can put a 9mm down there. So you got plenty of room. And there's more cup holders right here. So technically you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 cup holders pretty much in the front of the F-150. Headroom, let's have a look. We're good. I mean, we got about that much headroom above my head. So plenty of headroom. Whether you're 6'5", you're good. Whether you're 5'8", you're good. So plenty of room on the interior, and it's nice and wide, big windshield. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Let's go take a look in the back. And just a reminder, we're still on the F-150 right now. We'll be on the Chevy next. Back door panel, more cubbyhole space, just like the front pretty much. Window controls right here, which is locked right now. Plenty of room in the back, plenty of headroom. Let's hop in and have a look and see how leg and headroom is on the F-150 in the back. Again, folks, just so you know, I am 6'1", so that's my height, which is pretty average to a lot of guys. They're around 6 foot tall. And look at all that room there. That's plenty of room to relax and just enjoy yourself on a trip. You got this going on here for maps or iPads or tablets, magazines. I love that you got rear air right here. Hands down. I mean, if you're going to buy a truck that's 4-door, you're going to want rear air vents right back here, especially if you got kids in the car seat or friends or whoever's riding in the back. At least they can have some cool air or warm air blowing on them while you're going down the road. You do have a 12 volt there, and then you have right here, you got two USB ports in the back of the F-150. Now you may be wondering, is there any more cup holders in the back of the truck, right? No, you don't. I mean, you do got a bottle holder down there, but there's no armrest that folds down. So I mean, really, those are the cup holders for back passengers, those up there for the front. Plenty of headroom. Let's take a look real quick. As you can see, we're good. Plenty of headroom, about that much on headroom. There's lights up top. You got headrests. All that's pretty good. And again, you got these handles here to grab a hold of to get in and out in the truck. And you got coat hangers on both sides in the back so you can hang stuff up. So as far as the back goes, pretty comfortable for the most part. Lots of room. Let's go take a look at the Chevy. All right, here's our Chevy Silverado. Okay, we'll try to do the best we can to remember what the Ford had and what the Chevy does have, or the Ford doesn't have, whatever, blah, 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 right? Anyways, we'll figure that out while we're going through. Door panel, lots of cubby hole space on this one too. Bottle holder there, not too bad. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, all that good stuff. Check. Ford's got the same stuff. Another great thing, now here's the difference. The XLT Ford F-150 does have a power seat on driver's side, but it does not have this. That's a lumbar support, so that's nice. The Chevy's got power seat and power lumbar. The Ford didn't have that, so that's helpful. Especially, you know, not everybody's using a lumbar support, but I know some of the elderly folks or people that are a little bit older, have back problems or whatnot. They're gonna want that lumbar support there for a long trip or whatnot. It's really helpful to have. All right, let's go ahead and hop in on the inside and sit down. All right, nice and comfy. Close the door, see how quiet it is. Yep, it's quiet enough. I'm really loving that big screen there. That looks so nice in the Chevy. It's a little warm in here today. It's February and it's already in the 70s outside, or 80. Holy mackerel, 80 degrees. All right, let's keep going through. All right, nope, AC's not on. That's why we're burning up. Okay, so four-wheel drive controls right here on the Chevy. Lights, wipers, shifting gears right there. Ford, same kind of situation. Got a handle, shift gears. Dodges are different. They got that button thing, which I do not like. I like the column shifter. Okay, still got a nice LCD screen right in there, just like you had on your Ford. Only difference here is this is a lot bigger, like we talked about earlier. As far as buttons go, the steering wheel actually looks a lot nicer on the Chevy compared to the Ford. I'm just telling you, the way the Chevy steering wheel feels, the leather actually feels a little bit more higher end on the leather on here. It's got the stitching and all that. Again, I'm just saying, the Ford XLT steering wheel seems a little bit cheaper than the Chevy's steering wheel. Okay, anyways, there you got that. The Ford steering wheel does have a lot more buttons and all that kind of thing going on. You just got cruise control, voice command, and all the controls and Bluetooth. So Chevy's figured out a way to get rid of all those buttons and just kind of consolidate things down to that right there, which I like. I like that. You do have OnStar in the Chevrolet. All GM vehicles are going to have OnStar. Ford doesn't have OnStar over there in that particular truck, so that's nice to have. As far as this goes, you know, both of them have backup cameras. Definitely with the bigger screen, got a better view of the camera than what you got on the Ford over there. Traction control, you got a LED light that shines into the bed of the truck in the back, which is nice. You don't have that on that Ford right there. What else? I'm trying to find and see where the USB ports are at. We got a 12 volt there, USB right there. Hold on. Actually, that's not a, there's a 12 volt here, and then under here is actually an outlet, like I was talking about earlier, 150 or 400 watt outlet down here. You got it on the Chevy. You did not have it on the Ford XLT. That's a great feature. I love it. Right now, the Chevy's kind of outdoing the Ford to me, as in features. Dual climate control, got it. Cup holders right there, pretty good. This is nice. I'm not a big fan of this right here though. I'd rather have it nice and smooth to rest my arm right there instead of being like that. That does open up, and it opens up to an auxiliary port and two USBs and a 12 volt. Again, no auxiliary on the Ford, and yeah, you got more outlets, so you can do you got a little more options in the Chevy. And this comes up, and that's a center seat right there. So pretty sweet, not bad. Sunglass holders, there you go. Let's see if we got lights in our vanity. Of course we do. So Chevy hooks it up. So right now, you know, coming down to some of the options and things, it seems like the Chevy's got a little bit more on it today. Let's take a look at headroom and legroom. There's legroom. We're good. Headroom, plenty of headroom, okay? Plenty. Good to go. You're good to go on that. Also getting Wi-Fi in here and all these cool features. Again, we're not going to go over that right now, but lots of cool stuff with MyLink with Chevrolet. 2 glove boxes, one there. Holy mackerel, another USB port right there. So, I mean, wow. Chevy is hooking it up when it comes to technology and ports and plugging in and charging things. I kind of like that there too, to kind of throw something in there. Let's go take a look at the back. Came back over to the Ford for a second to look. Yeah, so that's just a center console. It does not fold up and turn into a seat. So some people like that, and that's fine. But if you needed that extra seat to fit somebody in here, you don't have that option in the Ford. You do in the Chevy. So, and you just got one USB port right there. I mean, was there another one in here? Yeah, gotta be. No, just a 12. Now that's not cool. You definitely, yeah. I was wondering, I'm like, man, does the Chevy really have that many more charging ports in it? Yeah, it does. All right, let's go take a look in the back seats. Look like we got some rain clouds getting ready to head over here to us. All right, let's hop in the back. I'm gonna move my seat up just a little bit because I drove that truck down here and that seat was in my position. So if I was gonna sit in here, I'd have it just like that. Okay, all right, let's do this. Lots of cubby holes in the back, bottle holder there. All right, let's get in. You can grab here just like on the Ford. I like the rubber mats. And the Ford seemed like it had a little more leg room in the back. But still, this is plenty enough for me, okay? So I'm giving it a good go. I mean, it's still plenty of room in the back on the Chevy. You got that just like the Ford, both sides. You got a 12 volt down here, little cubby hole spot there. Your cup holders for the back passengers, first off, you got one here, one over there, and then you got the center armrest that's got cup holders in it. Rest your arm there, okay? I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of armrests in general, okay? If you're driving or you're on a long trip, you want to armrest whether you're in the front or the back. The Ford F150 XLT back there has no armrest in the rear at all. Not a big fan of that, again. I mean, I guess you could stack up some pillows there or some books, but I like having armrests. And it's not even just that Ford truck there. I mean, the new 2018 Expedition doesn't have an armrest. The new 18 Ford Explorer doesn't have an armrest. So it's not just the Ford truck. It's Ford in general. They just said the heck with having armrests in the back of their vehicles. Maybe some do, but a lot of them I've been reviewing lately don't. And I find that to be kind of odd. Little itty bitty headrests, nothing real big, but good to go. LED lighting in the rear, very nice. You got your handles in the back. I call them old crap handles because somebody's going to drive fast around a corner. You got two up there. You got one there and a handle there, okay? And you got places to hang stuff at. The Ford does not have a handle up here. It just has this handle here and doesn't have that, but it does have the coat hanger. So I love having a handle here. I mean, come on now, folks. I mean, who doesn't like riding down the road in their truck and maybe sitting in the back and kind of resting your arm up like that, right? Or maybe resting it here. But this is a better spot because the weight of your arm is being held by holding on to that right there. So who doesn't like doing that, right? I like doing that when I'm riding a truck, so I think you would too. As far as that goes, there's not really any more charging ports in the back here other than that 12 volt right there. So there's no USBs that I can find. Sometimes they're in these areas, but there's none. So that's really about it in the back. How's the headroom? We're good, plenty of headroom. Again, that's a lot of headroom in the back of the truck. Nice. I know some of y'all might wonder what's the beds of the trucks look like, so of course it is a truck. We should take time to look at that. This one's got a spray-in bed liner in the back of the Silverado, got the Chevy logo there. There's little hooks down on the bottom where you can tie things off at. You know, you got this here. Size looks pretty similar to the Ford. as in how much room you have in the back. Somebody commented on my channel this past week and wanted me to measure out some of the Chevy trucks, and that's something I got on my list to do for y'all. If y'all want me to measure out how the sizes are different in the back of the trucks. So anyways, that might be something we do on a different video. But there's your Silverado. Definitely a beautiful truck. The Ford's definitely good looking too. Let's go ahead and take a look in the back of the Ford. The Ford also has a spray-in bed liner and a Ford logo right there. So pretty similar. It's got something else going on though. It's got this. So instead of hooks down at the bottom, it's got that kind of contraption, which might be a little better. I don't know. I guess it's preference, right? It's got the hole there, but you got to pop that thing out. So, you know, the other thing is you had a LED light in the back here to shine out this way at nighttime. You don't have a LED light up there. The Silverado has an LED light. Well, hold on. I thought it did. I seen a button. Okay, it's not LED, but it does have a light up there that will shine down into the bed. You got a camera, but no LED. Let's look at something real quick, folks. Okay, yeah, so you can cut those on and shine down into here. Of course you can, right? So the only difference in lighting is you got the little LED light back there on the Ford that can shine out. You don't on the Chevy. So, anyways. All right, everybody, let's hop in the Chevy, take it back up front, and park it on the lot like a good person should do, right? You don't pull a truck out at the car lot and not put it back where it goes. I tell you a pet peeve in the car business, though. They call them lot porters. They work on the front lots of car dealerships and they make sure all the vehicles are lined up and washed and cleaned. And a lot porter, if you want to get a lot porter at a car dealership really mad at you or upset, go and take a car out of the line and park it back in the parking spot and don't even it up with the other front ends of the trucks, right? And make it look kind of out of place. Believe me, I know. I've done that before, and I'll tell you, the lot guy comes up and says, hey, why don't you park that truck back properly in the parking lot with all the other ones? Oh, sorry. Go back out there and fix it. Yep, that's what they'll do. So anyways, if you got a good lot porter at your car dealership, yeah, he'll give the salespeople a little hell on doing that. All right, so Silverado, nice truck. It really is. It rides smooth. They say the Chevy Silverado is the Cadillac for a cowboy. The cowboy's Cadillac, right? Yeah, that's what they say. The Chevy Silverado is the cowboy's Cadillac, right? And I have a saying for the Ford. I think we said it earlier in the video. I made a little rhyme up. But anyways, rides good, beautiful trucks. Both of them got their pluses and got their negatives. I think at the end of the day, my opinion is, I think the Silverado outranks the Ford F150 when it comes to having some extra features and things like that. It seemed like this truck was just a little more decked out than the Ford over there, right? That's just my thought on it. What's yours, right? Let me know in the comments section. We're in and out this video right now. But again, get involved. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think. Are you a Ford person or are you a Chevy person? Let me know, and let me know why. We'll see you soon, everybody. Have a great day. Later.